folks, Jason Ballas with Outdoor Product Review. Today I'm just going to do a quick tip. How do we tie in a peep sight? All right, a lot of people have asked me this questions. Certain people, they tie it above and below. The key thing is we're going to start off with our peep sight. We're putting it in this Athens Solus that's right here behind me, and we're going to take it, we're going to put it in a bow press. Now I recommend you always use a bow press whenever you're splitting your strings for anything. That includes putting in the downward cable on your rest if you're using a QAD or whatever the case is. Always put it in a bow press. Well, I'm not going to really show you that because you just put it in a bow press, crimp the strings. We're going to stick this inside there, but I will show you how I tie it in. All right, so for this project, all I'm going to use is some serving. This is the Diamondback serving. I have a little tool that I use to cut the serving, and then a lighter. 3 tools, that's all you need. You get the peep sight in there, and then we're going to tie it in. Some people have numerous different ways that they tie in a peep sight. I'm going to show you the way I tie it in. It might not be the way that you like it. However, you have to remember that a peep sight or any amount of weight that you add to your string is actually going to slow your bow down. So we'll do one continuous strand tying this peep sight in. It's going to be real simple and fast. I hope you guys enjoy this video. All right, so the first step is you see I have the peep sight in there. It's in between the lines or in between the string. Your string is set up into 2 separate different types of strands. So I have it in the middle. All right, so the first thing I always like to do is I tie from top to bottom. Everybody has different ways. Some people just tie 2 spots here and they think, that's good enough. I mean, it can stay. However, these can move up and down as it wears on, especially if you're in the woods walking. I like to tie completely through, and I split it up so that tension's on both sides of the peep sight, so it's not rotating it left or right. So the first simple thing I do is I take my string and I just tie one basic square knot right over it, like that. All right, so then you take the line, the end, and you wrap it sort of, see how I have right here? I put it like I'm going to tie another knot there. But I just continually, I do like 6 wraps over this side. So that, and I'll show you here one sec, let me just wrap it real fast so you can see. Okay, that's probably good enough. But what I do is by doing that, every time I undo this, this side comes off of the string and it wraps around the main string here. So all I did was I took the string and I wrapped it through itself through the hole here, almost the old rabbit through the hole thing. All right, and I wrapped it numerous times, then I took the end of it and brought it out here in front of the string here. And the only reason I tied this here is just to keep it in place. All right, so we'll try move that as close as we can to the peep. All right, so as I'm wrapping this, you guys will see, I'm sort of holding pressure with my finger here. And you can see it's unraveling here on this side. Now I have a big loop here, okay? That's all the loops, that's all the wraps that I have out of it. But I take this end and I pull it, and you see it sort of closes that loop and tightens over itself. All right? Tighten just like that. Now that's actually, it'll stay like that. And then you could cut this and do it on the bottom. But here's what I like to do. I like to take, this is the end. This is the end of the string here from what we had. And we can actually clip with our little tool here that extra piece from the first knot that we made. So I'll take and I'll run this through right above the peep sight, and it'll fit. I'm going to show you here, I'm twisting it to you. There's a slot there that holds the peep sight in place. It'll fit in that slot right there. All right, so what I will do is I will take it over the top of the peep sight, around the back, and then stick your end through the bottom of the V part that's made by the peep sight being in the middle of a string. So see, it's held in there now. It's really held in. So we're still going the same way though. I know it's hard to see. Okay, so you see here, I have it tied down there, wraps around, goes around the peep sight, and then around this other sight. Now what I'm going to do, so on this end, I have to take it, so I go underneath, I form that big loop, and I put my string through. Let me test this out. So you do this about 5 or 6 times, same amount as you did on the front. So one more. We'll do one more. Okay, so there you see it. It's set up just like that. I take the string, the long end, and I lay it against this string. Now I'm going to wrap that, and I'm wrapping the whole loop, both strands of the peep on this one. And I'm holding it with my finger in between each wrap. You guys can see that. And I use my easy press here to hold the bow. You can use a bow vise if you want, but I find that your bow stays stable just like this. So, there we have the big loop again. A string. So once I'm done there at the bottom, I pull it tight. Nice and tight. So there our peep is tied in. I take my little scissors, my little boomerang tool is what I call it, because it has a boomerang thing. I use this a lot while I'm fishing. And then all you have to do is you take your lighter, you just burn the ends there where you made the cuts on the string, and you're set. All right, so there you guys have it. That's how you tie in a peep sight. Doesn't take any time at all. Make sure you use a bow press when you're doing it. Also, make sure you subscribe to our channel for more tips and great reviews coming up. So for Outdoor Product Review, I'm Jason Ballas. We'll see you guys on our next review.